Hey guys, it's Phyrra, and I just wanted to babble at you for a little bit. Think of this as another like Phyrra Says or free talk. As you know, I'm a cruelty-free blogger. I became a cruelty-free blogger in 2012. You go to Phyrra.net and you click on cruelty-free brands, which is right at the top. You can go and look at all the brands that I consider to be cruelty-free. You can see which ones have a parent company that's not cruelty-free, which ones are vegan or offer mostly vegan items. And there's also a list of gray area brands, which are brands that I don't know if they test or not. And some of you feel that they don't test, and some of you feel that they do test. And then at the bottom of that list, there's a list of brands that absolutely do test on animals. Right now, from my understanding, the majority of brands that are testing on animals because they're selling in China, and that's because it's very profitable to sell in China. And I think that's really sad. I'm very glad that there are many brands out there that are not selling in China. There is some confusion because you can sell in Hong Kong and only Hong Kong and not anywhere else in China and still be cruelty-free, because Hong Kong has its own set of rules. So Hong Kong is an exception, and that's pretty cool. Some of my favorite cruelty-free brands are Urban Decay, Too Faced, Cover FX, Sugar Pill, Phyrra, Silk Naturals, Darling Girl, Tarte, and ColourPop. So that's a bunch of brands to get you started. I've been asked a lot lately why I don't mention certain brands on my channel, and I've been specifically asked several times about Limecrime. The reason I personally don't talk about Limecrime on my channel is because there's a whole bunch of drama that surrounds that brand. And a couple years ago, I thought that they had moved past this drama and they were not involved in any more drama, but that was not the case. They harassed Temptalia and took images from her. They have done a whole bunch of other things. If you just Google Limecrime scandal, you will find what I'm talking about. I don't want to go into any details here. They've also threatened to sue bloggers, but that's the reason that I don't discuss Limecrime on my channel. If you want to buy from them, I have no problem with that, but since it's my channel, I don't want to support that. So that's why if you don't see a brand on here, please email me. You can ask me and I'll tell you, sure, I'd be happy to feature them, or no, I'm not going to feature that brand. So it's my channel. So, you know, while I do want to show you what you want to see, there are certain brands that I don't want to work with and certain brands that I don't want to see on my channel. So that would be why. Something random I wanted to share with you is that my mother-in-law was awesome and got my Christmas tree up last week, which I'd been slacking, and I think I even said something about how, it needed to go up. Well, the tree fell over and broke, and it broke actually one of my favorite poodle ornaments, so I was very sad. But we now have a new tree, which is on a stand that cannot fall over or break, and it was so weird. I don't know if our tree like warped in the garage during the summer or something, and that's why it just like fell over. It's like the little legs on it just broke off. But it was kind of disturbing. There was nothing there. I'm just sitting down, you know, working on my laptop, and all of a sudden there's a crash sound. I look over, the dogs are nowhere near the tree, and I'm like, okay. And it had just fallen down. It was awful. Really, really awful. So I cleaned up the ornaments, and Ray looked at the tree and decided, yeah, it's busted. So that sucks. So then my mother-in-law went out and got a new tree, so we got the new tree up, and I'm very happy about that, because without the tree in Florida, it doesn't really feel like Christmas. So one last thing I forgot. You guys asked for more book recommendations. So first I'm going to recommend the Dresden Files. I just reread the entire series. I absolutely love the series. Harry Dresden's pretty awesome. He's an old-fashioned private investigator / wizard, and I absolutely love Molly, and you'll find out more about her if you read the books. But I think you'll really enjoy it, because in addition to there being wizards, there's fairies, which I love, and not the friendly type. I also recommend the latest novella by Laurel K. Hamilton. It's called Jason, and I thought it was well written. I know a lot of people are like, Laurel K. Hamilton porn. You know, I actually feel like she did a great job talking about polyamory as well as sex and all the different dynamics when you have large relationships like that. So I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was well done. I also read a new novella by Shauna McGuire, which is called Carny Punk. It was really cute, but really, really short. I enjoyed a very lighthearted book called A Fistful of Evil by Rebecca Chastain. But like I said, it was really like lighthearted, not very, I wouldn't consider it very deep, but it's in the urban fantasy, because that's what I enjoy reading, is urban fantasy, horror fiction. Like, basically if it has werewolves, vampires, or elves, fairies, whatever you want to call them, it's probably something I'm going to be interested in. I did finish Black Spring by Christina Henry. Kind of wasn't expecting it to have the ending that it did, but it was okay. Oh, I also read Symbiont by Myra Grant. Oh my god, there's 2 books in the series so far. There's going to be a third. It was supposed to be a duality, but I guess basically the story took on a life of its own. Really scary. Can totally see what happened there happening. So if you like, and it's probably urban fantasy, but it doesn't really have a lot of the supernatural element to it that I really like. But it's so good. So if you've got any interest in like science and medicine and what's going on in the world and what could go on in the world, you know, in the future, definitely consider checking out that series. The first book is called Parasitology, and the one that just came out is called Symbiont. Phaedra's saying hello. Too long ago I read Poison Fruit by Jacqueline Carey. I really like her books. I like that Agent of Hell world. I also read Broken Soul by Faith Hunter, which I thought was really good. And right now I'm like halfway through Blood Slaves by N.L. Hoffman. So that's where I'm at with books and book recommendations. Hope that helps. Make sure you let me know what you're reading, and if you have any urban fantasy type books that you think I would enjoy, definitely let me know, because I'm always looking for new awesome books to read.